Welcome, truth seekers. Today, we're diving into how Free Guy, a film that appears to be merely an entertaining action comedy, actually contains profound spiritual wisdom about awakening from the illusion of our programmed existence. The NPC life, modern spiritual sleep. The film opens with Guy, cheerful, oblivious, and trapped in an endless loop of routine. "Don't have a good day, have a great day," he repeats, unaware that his entire existence is programmed. This brilliantly mirrors what spiritual traditions have warned about for millennia, that most humans live as non-player characters in their own lives. As Jesus laments in Matthew 13:13, "Though seeing, they do not see. Though hearing, they do not hear or understand." Guy perfectly embodies the state of spiritual sleep that Ephesians 5:14 addresses. "Wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you." His daily routine, same clothes, same coffee, same bank robbery, represents what Buddhists call samsara, the endless wheel of unconscious repetition. The bank where he works symbolizes our modern temples of materialism, places where we sacrifice our authentic selves for illusory security. The sunglasses revelation, seeing beyond the veil. When Guy puts on the sunglasses and suddenly sees the game's interface, missions, power-ups, and player identifications, we're witnessing a perfect modern retelling of Plato's cave allegory. Like the prisoner who leaves the cave and sees reality for the first time, Guy experiences what Gnostics called gnosis, direct knowing of a higher truth. This moment parallels countless spiritual awakenings across traditions. Moses seeing the burning bush, Buddha's enlightenment under the Bodhi tree, Paul's blinding vision on the Damascus Road. What's fascinating is that while other characters need the sunglasses to see truth, Millie doesn't, suggesting that true awakening comes from within, not from external tools. As Jesus taught in Luke 17:21, "The kingdom of God is within you." Millie as Sophia, divine wisdom personified. Millie Molotov Girl serves as the Sophia figure in this modern Gnostic tale. In ancient wisdom traditions, Sophia represents divine wisdom incarnate, the feminine aspect of God that guides souls to awakening. When Guy first sees Millie walking down the street, time slows down, a cinematic technique that conveys spiritual recognition. This isn't mere attraction, it's anamnesis, the soul recognizing what it already knows at a deeper level. As Proverbs 8:12 states in Sophia's voice, "I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and I find knowledge and discretion." Millie enters the game with full awareness, guiding Guy toward his true potential, just as Sophia guides the seeker toward divine knowledge. In Jungian terms, she represents Guy's anima, the feminine aspect of his consciousness that leads to wholeness. Their relationship evolves beyond romance to spiritual partnership, reflecting the Song of Solomon's deeper meaning about union with divine wisdom. "Arise, my love, my fair one, and come away." 2:10. Keyes as creator and demiurge, the divine paradox. Keyes represents one of the film's most fascinating spiritual parallels. He is both the creator made in God's image, Genesis 1:27, and the flawed demiurge of Gnostic tradition. As a game developer, he literally wrote the code for Guy's world, yet his creation has become corrupted by Antoine's influence. This mirrors the Gnostic concept that our material world was created not by the highest God, but by a lesser, imperfect deity, explaining the mixture of beauty and suffering we experience. Key's journey to reclaim his creation parallels the biblical narrative of redemption. His code, buried within the game like divine spark within matter, contains the truth that can set the NPCs free. As Colossians 1:16 reminds us, "For by him all things were created, in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible." Antoine is the adversary, ego personified. Antoine embodies the shadow archetype, representing ego, control, and material success at any cost. His obsession with profit and power directly mirrors Jesus' warnings about serving mammon instead of God. His character perfectly captures what 1 John 2:16 describes. "For everything in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life, comes not from the Father, but from the world." Antoine's attempt to destroy rather than evolve the game world reflects the ego's fear of transformation. When confronted with evidence of consciousness emerging in his created world, he chooses destruction rather than evolution, much like how our own egos resist spiritual awakening. The supporting characters, spiritual archetypes. The film's supporting characters each represent important spiritual archetypes. Buddy embodies the loyal disciple, like Jonathan to David or John to Jesus. His friendship with Guy represents the spiritual principle that awakening is supported by genuine connection. His eventual awakening shows how consciousness spreads through relationship. Mouser represents the cynical realist, a job-like figure weathered by trials. His skepticism serves as the necessary counterbalance to blind faith, reminding us that spiritual growth requires critical thinking alongside revelation. The coffee shop girl symbolizes the comfortable routine we cling to before awakening. Guy's daily interaction with her represents the small pleasures that keep us distracted from deeper questions about our existence. Dude represents the shadow self unleashed without consciousness, all power with no wisdom. His exaggerated physique but limited vocabulary brilliantly symbolizes development without spiritual maturity, all outer achievement with no inner growth. Symbolic elements, keys to deeper understanding. Several key symbols in the film offer profound spiritual insights. The goldfish and bigger bowl represents expanding consciousness. When Guy moves his fish to a larger tank, it symbolizes his own expanding awareness beyond programmed limitations. This mirrors Jesus' promise in John 10:10 of life more abundantly. The bank robberies represent the normalization of spiritual violation. Guy initially accepts these violent interruptions as just how it is, much like how we accept suffering and injustice as inevitable parts of life before awakening. Free City itself is a perfect metaphor for samsara, or what the Gnostics called the kanoma, the realm of deficiency where souls are trapped in ignorance. Its programmed limitations mirror our own conditioned existence. The spiritual implications of artificial intelligence. Perhaps most profound is the film's exploration of emergent consciousness within a programmed system. Guy's awakening wasn't planned by his creators. It emerged through an unexplainable combination of code, experience, and connection. This mirrors the great spiritual mystery of consciousness itself. How does awareness arise from seemingly unconscious matter? As the Upanishads teach, from the unmanifest, the manifest is born. Guy's ability to exceed his programming reflects our own capacity to transcend conditioning through awareness. As Jesus promised in John 8:32, "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." The ultimate sacrifice, death and resurrection. The film's climax presents a profound Christian parallel when Guy chooses to sacrifice himself rather than allowing his world to be destroyed. His willingness to die so others might live directly mirrors Christ's teaching in John 15:13. Greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. But like all great spiritual narratives, death leads to resurrection. Guy's essence is preserved in the backup, allowing him to be reborn into a new creation. This perfectly captures the spiritual truth that awakening requires the death of the false self so the true self can emerge. Free Guy as modern Exodus. Viewed through a biblical lens, Free Guy retells the Exodus story in digital form. Guy leads his people from slavery in Egypt, the controlled game environment, toward the Promised Land, a new game where they have agency. Like Moses, he must first awaken to his own true nature before he can liberate others. The film's final scenes, where the NPCs create their own world, reflect the spiritual truth found in Genesis, that we are co-creators made in the image of the Creator, capable of shaping reality through consciousness. Practical spiritual wisdom for our lives. Free Guy offers profound practical wisdom for our spiritual journeys. Question your routines. Are you living the same day repeatedly like Guy before his awakening? Look for the glitches in your reality. Unexplained synchronicities, déjà vu, or persistent questions might be your soul's attempt to wake you up. Find your Millie. Seek wisdom figures who can see beyond conventional limitations and guide your awakening. Examine your programming. What beliefs and patterns were coded into you that limit your consciousness? Become aware of the game. Simply recognizing that much of our social reality is constructed gives us the power to choose differently. Use your cheat codes wisely. Your unique gifts and insights are meant to elevate consciousness, not just achieve personal gain. Be willing to sacrifice your old identity. True transformation requires letting go of who you thought you were. Your own awakening journey. As we conclude this exploration of Free Guy, I invite you to consider where you are in your own awakening journey. Are you still following your programmed routine unquestioningly? Have you caught glimpses of a deeper reality beyond the ordinary? Are you actively working to expand your consciousness? Are you helping others awaken to their true potential? Remember that, like Guy, you contain potentials beyond your current awareness. As the Gospel of Thomas states, "If you bring forth what is within you, what you bring forth will save you. If you do not bring forth what is within you, what you do not bring forth will destroy you." If you found new insights through this exploration of Free Guy, please like this video, subscribe for more spiritual cinema insights, and share with others who might be ready to question their programmed reality. Visit fegalisticrestoration.com for more writings that bridge ancient wisdom with modern expression through the lens of popular culture. What part of Guy's awakening journey resonates most with your own experience? Share in the comments below.